Assalamualaikum and welcome back to Umay's Table. For these yummy chicken lollipops, you will need the following ingredients: salt as to taste, a teaspoon of garlic paste, half a teaspoon each of red chili powder, cumin seed powder, black pepper powder, quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, juice of a lemon, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, half a kg of chicken lollipop, and a plastic wrap. So let's begin with the marination. In a mixing bowl, add all the ingredients. Give it a good mix and set aside. Make sure the chicken is tap dry once you are done washing it. Coat the chicken with this marinade. Now I pick a lollipop, push the flesh above, wrap it with the help of a plastic wrap. I repeat the same for all the pieces. Once I am done, I let this rest in the fridge for 3 to 4 hours. The longer the better. So for the next step, you will need half a cup of curd diluted in half a cup of water and quarter teaspoon of all the spices used above. To the diluted curd, I add all the spices, give it a good mix and set aside. After 3 to 4 hours, it's time I unwrap each lollipop, and once I'm done unwrapping all of them, I dip them in the curd and let this set in the fridge for 20 to 30 minutes. After half an hour, you will need half a cup of plain flour, half a cup of corn flour and a teaspoon of baking powder. In a plate, drop all the dry ingredients, give it a good mix and set aside. So the chicken is straight out of the fridge, and coat each of the chicken lollipop with this dry mixture. So once the oil is nice and hot, fry these on medium flame for 5 to 6 minutes with the lid closed. So halfway through, I flip them over. Once they are nice and crispy, I get them on a tissue and set aside. You can serve these crispy chicken lollipops as they are, or make them a little more saucy, for which you will need the following ingredients: a teaspoon each of honey, soya sauce, tomato ketchup, paprika sauce, a teaspoon of finely chopped garlic, a cup of finely chopped spring onion, a tablespoon of butter, salt as to taste, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. In a non-stick pan, heat the butter. To the melted butter, add finely chopped garlic. Saute it for a minute or two with the flame on simmer. Now one by one add all the sauces. Give these a good stir and let this cook for a minute. With the flame on simmer, season this with some salt and black pepper. So for the thickener, to 1/4 cup of water, I add a teaspoon of corn flour. Dilute this and add this to the sauce. Give it a good stir and let this cook on simmer for a minute or two. So now to the hot and sweet sauce, I add the finely chopped spring onion. Give it a good mix. I now pop in all the fried chicken pieces. Give it a good stir until the chicken pieces are well coated with the sauce. Once they are well coated with this delicious hot and sweet sauce, I turn the flame off. And there you go. Delicious hot and sweet chicken lollipops are well served for you guys only at Umay's table. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.